Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und Hallo zu einem weiteren Part Let's Play Vagrant Order. Ich bin es, euer Demi-Servant. Beim letzten Mal haben wir hier mit Akt Nummer 2 von Lostbelt 6 angefangen. Wir haben ja eine kleine Recap-Nummer bekommen, nachdem hier Mesh entführt worden ist und hier Norwich gerettet worden ist. Das Child of Prophecy Artoria ist nicht ganz, zumindest in ihren Maßstäben, in ihren Augen, als dieses wirklich nur erfolgreich gewesen, weshalb sie noch nicht die Glocke hier von Norwich geläutet hat. Dafür wiederum haben wir ein anderes Angebot bekommen, und zwar von niemand anderem als Morgan. Sie lädt uns hier nach Camelot ein und Tamlin Gawain soll uns dorthin führen. Ich werde es nicht mehr lernen. Auf jeden Fall werden wir starten in Akt Nummer 10, Camelot. Das sagenumwobene Schloss, die Utopie von unserem Artus aus unserer Zeit. I can hear people sing the Child of Prophecy song in the streets. I shall speak now of a future, of the end of the Isle of Mystics, which came to be known as Fairyland. Let the innocent return, here stands the Queen's unknownable castles. It falls, like rain, like ash, it vanishes, like snow, like lies. Our desires languish deferred. Even now we dance in the palm of the Queen's hand. We cry now only a little more patience. After 2,000 years, the dawn shall bring the child who will be our salvation. She shall be the child who saves the world, who binds both peoples together. Even if her light begins as but an ember, even should no one see it, she will become as a flame to draw moths. Modern. A city of iron, a sea of sword. When the calamity recedes, her pilgrimage begins. Chosen by the staff of selection, the savior guarded by travelers from afar shall reach the throne. The true king shall arrive at the throne, accept now this bloody crown. Ring, ring, like raging thunder, like weeping flame, let us hearken to the 6 bells are ringing, blaze the path of the true king. Ere the red calamity catches us, ere the black calamity devours us. Indolent and delicate though we may be, we are the scions of the free Fae. Ne'er have we wished for anything, but still we desire a shining future. There's no mention of Norwich being destroyed in that song. So why did Oberon say there was nothing anyone could do to stop this destruction? I wonder. Does he know more of this song than everyone else? Ha, könnte etwa verdächtig sein. I do. As a matter of fact, the prophecy actually has 18 verses in total. Most fairies are only familiar with the 14 we just heard. Just that there are actually 4 more. I knew it. Why didn't you tell us sooner, Oberon? I just forgot to mention it. Okay, I'm sorry. Can we please drop it? I'm guessing you had your reason. You couldn't tell us. Er wollte es uns ja nicht sagen. In retrospect, maybe I was being a little overprotective. I'm sorry about that. Weil in der Prophezeiung hieß es ja, es gibt keine Möglichkeit, Norwichs Zerstörung aufzuhalten. Alright, I'll tell you. These are the other 4 verses of the prophecy, at least as I heard them. Verse 8.5. The harbor shall return to empty shore, but the calamity shall vanish into the distant sky. Verse 9.5. The round fortress shall burn, and the bell of water shall appear. Verse 10.5. Confessed sinners shall make the acquaintance of the guillotine. Verse 12.5. Having fulfilled her role, the child of prophecy shall say farewell to her home. As you can see, these verses are a lot more ominous. That and the fact that they are not very precise for a prophecy might be why they were excised. Case in point, verse 8.5, the harbor shall return to empty shore, but the calamity shall vanish into the distant sky. The harbor is obviously Norwich, and the empty shore part must mean the city was going to be wiped off the coast. So I was steeling myself to lose Norwich, even if we were able to repel the calamity, but, well, Norwich didn't fall, is it? Because another child of prophecy appeared. Could be. This basically proves that not even Einzel's prophecy are perfect, especially for those 4 verses. So I've decided I'm just not going to worry about them anymore. Now, on a more important note, you guys need to get going soon. Between Artoria, Gareth, Murmaza, and Habertot, I think you should all be safe without me. So I hope you don't mind if I go on my own again. More information gathering? Partly, yes. But I also just really want to give Spring his competence. So I thought I'd stay here and work with the Count to knock him down a peck or 2 dozen until he hits rock bottom. Besides, we could have been reunited with much sooner if he hadn't insisted on keeping the Child of Prophecy in his castle. Don't you think he deserves at least a little punishment for that? I'd say he deserves a lot. Just leave it to me. Bloodshed may not be the Fairy King style, but I can definitely bleed him dry financially. Alte abgezockte Socke. Also, haben wir irgendeine Truppe? Und dann schauen wir mal. Before we leave, there's something I need to let you all know. Let me guess. Everyone's going off on his own again, right? I had a feeling he might. Gotcha. Well, I guess we don't all have to stick together all the time. And it's not like he's much help in combat. I'm sure Baron will be fine on his own, but how come Rita isn't here either? He's staying behind too. Technically, he's still Aurora's retainer after all. And it wouldn't be good for her if he were seen with us right now. So I'm gonna have him stay here with Oberon and bring the carriage if we need it. I see, that makes sense. But you're there, the pink fairy Habertot, right? Are you coming with us too? I mean, the way to Camelot is probably pretty dangerous, so... Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Just think of me as a spectator along for the ride. In fact, you should probably be more worried about yourself than me, Gareth. I'm the replayable healer every party needs in combat, and I'm probably stronger than you too. Don't worry, Maxie. I'm not gonna let you die before you and me are reunited. So feel free to wait into battle all you like. As long as you don't die, I can patch you with my magic needle no matter what horrific injuries you sustain. That sounds both very close to and very far from Nightingale's preferred treatment methods. Nightingale. No, that's a nice fairy name. So you already know her as cute as me, huh? Quiet, everyone. Here come the Queen's troops from the main gate. Gawain. Der Schmerz, wenn ich sie sehe, ist unerbrechlich. Inzwischen bin ich bei 1000 Quartz MP1, liebe Leute. Schmerzhaft. I apologize for a 10-minute delay. I'm Tumbling Gawain, and these are 30 members of the 1st Royal Morse Extermination Brigade. We are the one who will be providing you, honored guests of Camelot, with safe passage. Wir haben Tristan nicht vergessen. Say something, Artoria. All right. Thanks for taking the trouble to come get us. I don't care if all the bulk make you cranky on the journey there, but you better treat us with respect, got it? That is the plan, yes. We have raided our carriage for the Child of Prophecy and the Foreign Mage. Your retainers will need to walk. I trust that is alright. You that scoundrel who tried to assassinate the High Queen. How you're still alive? I saw you fall into the pit. Ah, that. Yeah, Lancelot handed me my ass and tossed me right into the pit. But unfortunately, for you I managed to survive, and now I'm the Child of Prophecy's bodyguard. Next time you see Lancelot, tell her not to take her eyes off her servant until the spirit urchin is completely gone. What should we do, Lady Gawain? Are you really okay letting this man back into Camelot? What if he tries to assassinate the queens again? It's alright. If he does, he won't have the element of surprise anymore. I can take him myself. Especially now that the queen has assured me not to worry if combat damages or destroys the castle. Yeah. Hey, that's great. You barely fit in the place anyway. Should help you move around better. Next time we fight, I'd rather it just be head to head, without either of us holding anything back. Huh. I guess the Child of Prophecy has something of an eye for talent after all. However much her other retainers suggest otherwise. Hey! Fine, you there. Make room in one of the carts for our guests. Also über Habertot und Da Vinci kannst du nicht so reden, Mann. the servants can ride her with the foreign mage. Treating those two as honored guests, at least until we reach the castle, will help us all move faster. Bis wir das Schloss erreichen, Ned. Yes, my lady, right away. We'll be taking the western road to Camelot and spend one night at Oxford along the way. Well, we'll then take a detour around the pit to Camelot. For the next 2 days, our fate shall be in Terrorland. We will not turn our swords on each other regardless of what may happen. Do you agree for that, foreign mage? Aber wär's mit Tristan habe ich nicht vergessen. Good. Then let us be off. Soldiers, do not let your guard down simply because this is an escort mission. The calamity's destruction has led to Morse toxins spreading far and wide across Britain. Eliminate any Morse you may come across immediately upon discovery. I don't want to hear even a peep of discomfort from our guests. 1000 Senkwarts. Leute, morgen waren so knapp 600 Banner. Oberon und das andere morgen war dann nochmal so 300 Senkwarts. 350 plus halt Tickets. Schmerz jetzt übernommen, dass ich nicht mehr. Warte, sind wir noch eine kamen, liebe Leute, aber es war schon ein bisschen höher geplant, aber nun gut. Well, that's a relief. This carriage rides just as smooth as the radar bits. By the way, Maxie, are you really ready for this? To meet the Queen, you mean? Oh, that reimt sich. Well, yeah, what else? Oh man, you're not ruffled at all, are you? I bet you've already been through lots of meetings like this, huh? It's not that, Arthur. Maxie is just as nervous as you are. He just had enough experience with situations like this to understand the value of staying calm. Masters need to give orders and watch out for their servants after all. So, but Maxie might not be able to fight on the front lines himself. He's very good at keeping cool under pressure. Cool. Really? So, you've met a lot of other kings then? And some goddesses too? So I think I'd be used to this sort of thing by now. But nope, not even close. Ja, ist immer wieder was Neues. So. By the way, I heard something interesting about Tamlin Gawain back in Norwich. Apparently, she was the first fairy to be made a Tamlin during the era of the High Queen. About 200 years ago, during year 1800 of the era of the High Queen, there was a huge outbreak of caterpillars moths in central Britain. The calamity later came to be known as the Caterpillar War, and it was Gawain who put a stop to it. So while it might not have been like the calamity we get written in Norwich, she still resolved the calamity just like Arthur did. And that's what led to the Queen recognizing her skills. Are you filled with newfound respect now, or just surprised? No, nothing, but Gawain. Sie weiß ihren echten Namen. Could would surprise me or make me respect her. That said, I guess that means Morgan's not the only fairy to have dispelled a calamity then. Guess this means I'm even less special than I thought. Oh man, now I'm even more nervous. Oh crap, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you more nervous. And hey, from what I heard, the Caterpillar War wasn't all that big of a calamity. I mean, the one at Norwich was once in a millennium great calamity, so it had to be smaller than that. Don't forget, we saved an entire city. You have every right to be proud of that. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Measure Maxi might have done the most heavy lifting, but I definitely still contributed. And when it comes to defeating Morse, I can hold my own against any time. Da kommst du schon. More smoke spotted. Nearby incoming from 3, 7 and 11 o'clock. Lightning soldiers, prepare your mystic code. Gods, get into formation. Maxie? I know, you want to show Gawain what you really can do, right? Right. I'm gonna make her see me in my new light. If you're out there, I assume you have no intention of sitting back and letting us do all the fighting. Very well, I would welcome you it. There are a lot of Morse here, and I would prefer to avoid casualties. Follow me, child of prophecy, foreign mage. Make sure you stay close to me. So, jetzt zeigen wir dir, wie man das mal macht. Dann machen wir einfach Ding, Dang und dann alles weg. Ich finde es immer noch schlimm, wenn das immer noch diese spooky Musik wieder ist, Mann. Oh, ich bin nervös, Mann. So. Ah, ich darf schon wieder nicht meine eigenen Servants nehmen. Nein, ich verweigere. Ich verweigere sie. Nee, tut mir leid. Der Schmerz sitzt aktuell zu tief, liebe Leute. Aber keine Sorge, wir machen Lostbelt 6 Crew. So. Und hinten gibt es noch, wen tun wir rein? Irgendeinen coolen 5-Star, genau. So, zack. Und oh, da wäre gar nicht. Entschuldigung, Napoleon, musste ich doch rausschmeißen. Dafür eine andere Level 100 Dame rein. Sie will wissen, was wir drauf haben, dann zeigen wir das mal, liebe Leute. Es ist ja übrigens auch das erste Mal, dass wir es im Let's Play zeigen, liebe Leute. Denn nun ist es Zeit für richtiges Buster farmen. Und nicht nur das, weil wir könnten mit Ibuki und einem zusätzlichen normalen Support natürlich schon Triple MP, aber Leute, jetzt ist hier Zeit für richtig was rauszuhauen. Und das heißt natürlich hier mit Oberon, den wir hier natürlich haben, mit seinem wunderbaren, schönen dritten Skill, der Nuke-Skill, den wir schon gesehen haben. Aber wie gesagt, nur natürlich in der Kombination mit diesem System absolut bonkers. So, 403.000 ist allein schon mal nicht schlecht. Heißt also knapp so 130.000 bei jedem. So, dann more damage. Ist immer nett, dass genau wie die Soldaten in Olympus einfach so Standard-Buffs haben. Die haben ja immer diesen Bonusschaden gegen alle Fairy. Und das war jetzt immer noch akzeptabler Schaden, aber wie gesagt, Class Advantages und so, also ist in Ordnung. Brotzeln wir die weg, aber jetzt wird's interessant. Ich liebe die Musik hier von den Fatal Battles, Mann. Large Morse, okay. Also war ein Zerg, also keine richtige Class Advantage, aber liebe Leute, jetzt. Boah, das kann. Keiner kann schauen, liebe Leute, wir werden das niemals lernen. So, und jetzt wird richtig Buster-mäßig hier rausgehauen, Mann. Ich sage... ich weiß nicht. So 500.000, 600.000 Schaden gehen schon. Ja, wird ein bisschen mehr sein. Ja, so 500.000. Ja. Schon? Ah, 422.000. Aber wie gesagt, liebe Leute, das war ja natürlich jetzt nur auf ein Ziel. Also, nicht schlecht. Was? Was? Wie? Hä? Wo? Hä? Ich hab das jetzt nicht verstanden. Ich hab den Moss besiegt und es kommt einfach ein neuer Moss. Soll das uns so zeigen, dass sie uns überwältigen oder wie? There are still 10 more to contend with. No, more is still coming. We can't handle this many. No, Sophia, without iron weapon. Stand back. Do not engage. Just let them out and spot so I can burn them all at once. We're trying, but these Moors aren't falling for a decoy. It's almost like they're here for something else this time. Something else? Could it be they're after the child of prophecy? Glück gehabt, Gavin. You. No need to thank for me. We are all fighting in the same battle. Now, what are you gonna do about this? And seasoned general like you ought to know when it's time to retreat. I hate to admit it, but he's right. I could either abandon the carts and have my soldiers retreat, or I could have the guests go on ahead. No, I'm a Tamlin. Retreating from Moss is not an option. But they refuse to cluster in one spot, so they're clearly being unwary of my Galantine. They just destroyed the Remus cart. What do we do? No, how we get? Ah man, what's good having a tumbling around if we still have to fight ourselves? She sucks at this. Why would you give massive amounts of literally unbelievable firepower to someone who's already crap at holding back? Oh well, what's done is done. No use complaining about it now. I may not much like fighting, but walking all the way to Camelot would be worse. Come on, Gareth, let's go take out the little moors and leave the big ones to the Tamlin. Okay, I'll do my best. I've gotten more use on fighting more, so... Huh? Have we a cat? I'm seeing this blue streak of light. It's heading straight for us from Camelot. That's the same letter shot. Oh! Tamlin! Lancelot! Forget to eliminate all of them. Retreat! Keep the carriage and the first cart and abandon the rest. Hurry! Lightning soldiers, defend the guard. Guests, rail guard, retrieve the luggage from the other carts. I'll keep the Moors occupied until... What are you doing here, Lancelot? I didn't ask for your help. I don't think you need my help either, but the High Queen commanded me to come. Hostiles detected. Eliminating. Stand back, Gawain. Taking out individual targets is my area. Echt? Ich dachte, du wärst eigentlich ein Demi-Servant. Aber nur hin und wieder, liebe Leute. Also nun geht es hier richtig los. Das ist natürlich auch nett, weil Lancelot war ja auch im zweiten Gacha des Events hier drinnen. Oh, okay. So ein Fight ist das also wieder. So ein spaßiger. Okay, gut. Und ach, natürlich dürfen wir auch ihren dritten Skill nicht anwenden. Ja, genau. Wieso sollten wir? Das ist wieder sehr cool, Leute. Ich finde den schon wieder mega gut. Das regt mich schon wieder auf, Mann. Und es ist nett, dass man sie hier gleich zum Anfang testen kann. Okay, sie hat keine Soundeffekte. Sie will nicht reden. Auch wenn in der MP nicht. Aber ich glaube, das ist jetzt kein Bug, ich glaube, das gehört jetzt so. Es ist mal gar nicht so beeindruckend, der Damage ohne Support und so. Aber es langt ja gerade so, um meinen Moors zu besiegen. Alter. Was? Sie refillt einfach ihr MP? Okay. Damit kann ich natürlich gut leben. Damit kann ich natürlich sehr gut leben. Jetzt warte mal. Die Busterkarten machen so gut Damage. Lassen wir mal so. Ich meine, Leute, wenn sie jede Runde MP komplett refundet war, wieso sollte ich? Alter, MP5 Lollilot, Mann! Ja! Kann man schon spielen, ist gar nicht mal so schlecht. Also es ist nicht richtig gut, aber kann man schon spielen. Klar, sie... kann man die bitte in dieser Form bitte bis zum Ende des Spieles behalten? Einfach so jede Runde 10.000 Heal oder so. Dazu halt noch... jede Runde voll MP. Also kann ich schon mit leben, liebe Leute. Das ist Pure Gameplay. Aber ich wollte mal angemerkt haben, das ist wieder eine nette Form des Story Supports, weil, ey klar, die ist halt derbe broken und es wird dir halt nochmal gezeigt, dass sie derbe broken ist. Es ist, war aber Gameplay-mäßig eine nette Komponente. Kurz und nicht zu lang und ein nettes kleines Gimmick. Okay, liebe Leute, dann würde ich sagen, bevor wir jetzt aber hier noch weitermachen, müssen wir einen kleinen Cut machen. Beim nächsten Mal geht's weiter und dann schauen wir mal, wie unser Squatter weitergeht. Bis zum nächsten Mal, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und